added into the game, because right now they have the Christmas tree, and that's jizz, and those so that is pretty awesome, and that is going to be really cool. I wish that script gave us a little bit more information on the next. What do you think Rockstar is going to do with the Christmas stuff when it comes time to add that into the game in Grand Theft Auto Online? Are they just going to add it to the bunker and the hangar? Are they going to do something different or new and potentially even add all that stuff to the new property that will be coming with the DLC as well? But anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. I know it was a short one, but hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on the video. That'd be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, where you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Got to either decorate our apartments with other winter, holiday, or Christmas theme.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
We got a stakeout down. That's the guy. I heard he's an honest guy.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir. This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
They did this shit yesterday.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
What time did she leave?
Maybe 1 o'clock.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Hippolyta, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
Mouthpiece starts stripped off me. Not a DA wants my head.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died. Maybe the regulars, too. We should check it out.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. You seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted. Fucking gutted.
What's good, though? Good, bro. What? Oh, that's crazy.
I went out there to Amityville. This bitch just started, y'all. Yeah, she dirty. It should be making my face so weird. Cool. Nah, chillin' in the casa. What is you supposed to have been rolled that, bro? I know.
What can I get you?
LAPD, Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in the bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Say, honey, what time did you get off the wooden table?
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around, said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Did she leave with anyone?
No. She wanted a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
I got that from Walmart.
He drove me out to my house.
What now? Search around. Antonia was as messed up as we hear. Maybe she left physical evidence as well as witnesses.
Shoot, I get it. I like that.
I'm at a loss.
Search around. Antonia was as messed up as we hear. Maybe she left physical evidence as well as witnesses.
Me and my sister had some words with each other. Y'all best friends. Y'all gonna get back. I can't wait till I get in my own place.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pick Fruit Market across the street.
Fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, it sure does. The Mexicans love a little slice with the tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. I'll tell him where the box is in there. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
No.
Fine, thanks.
Why you gotta have another income? You got, what, four kids? They want like about 900 for the apartment I was talking about, but my income ain't number 7. Okay, ain't no low income out there. They waiting list closed. All they waiting list closed. Hey, yo, wait.
Phelps, bed 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Message from Captain Donald. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dollar Killer has been found.
Thank you.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Probably about about one bedroom, I think.
Dollar's different.
I'm trying to get over here in the apartment that my sister got. And they income, she got a 3-bedroom. How much she pay? 7, but they waiting list.
What's your read on Maldonado? I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman?
Probably next year sometime.
We'll get to the market and the guy behind the...
You finna be a white man. I know. Yeah. That's crazy. What you doing? I ain't doing what you doing? What you doing for your birthday?
Handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Should have come here from the start. Save us all the day's legwork.
I'ma say, my kids gone. I ain't got nobody but me. But I'm there, my friend. I know. I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm good. I had went out for my birthday. See, I ain't got no money. I won't have no money until Wednesday and Thursday, so I ain't tripping. My sister
Any ideas?
My sister and her husband took me out for my birthday. Okay.
Green grocer would remember that.
Sir, I'm Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
What about a charm bracelet?
No, can't say I noticed that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll go then if we're done.
Turn me out. I like to go see the strippers. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
She looked like she was having a good night here.
Hard to tell. Might have just been the booze that was making her seem muggy.
She had a stripper there, and I had trust the stripper. I got the picture in my
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
I wish I was up there with you. I wish I was up there with you. I would have had to drink with you. I would. You do it every day. I know.
No wonder it stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
I know you be seeing my posts and my lives. I be putting up my pictures. Every time they go up, every time they come, it's a ride. I go.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
The day her birthday, too. She was the one on my birthday. She the one that took me to my club. She took me to the club and turned me out. I like to go see the strippers. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't think you see that picture that I took. With, I was at my auntie bridal thing, and we had she had a stripper there, and I had touched the stripper. I got the picture in my photos and stuff. Now that stripper my auntie had, he thought was hot. Girl, I gotta ask my cousin them what he doing with my kids. Huh? Hey.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before it kills his fucking arm.
You do it every year. I know.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
You talk to your brother? Yeah, that's okay. Okay. I'm finna go up there with them. They need to be right quick. Okay. By the time we get out of Chicago anyway. I know. Yeah. Who is this? I ain't gonna be there. APF Georgia. That's what who this is. Brother too good about. This is baby mama. He lives in Indiana with his wife. They not together, but they still friends. They everybody get along. So that's a good thing. Oh yeah. And everybody still stay in contact with me, so I'm good.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
Chinese, what's wrong with your phone?
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Sorry I almost killed you!
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the dog? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
Look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Survivor Series, you should just stay home and keep playing dress up with your little wife. Baron Corbin, I just got your message. I've been really busy this week, but I gotta say, it's the best promo I've ever seen you cut. It's amazing because when I put my best promos, it's in front of thousands and it's in millions watching it on a big camera in a WWE ring. Well, your best promo is on live on social media, so listen up. SmackDown supremacy for me. This is about making the Intercontinental Championship the most prestigious and honorable title in all the WWE. I bust my ass day in and day out.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another field to San Quentin. A nice show will trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont.
Everyone can tell this is a situation that has gotten extremely uncomfortable and very personal. And
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles professional short
You ought to meet Joe's buddy.
Tensions have been high for a while, but now
Talking about on the radio.
Greetings from sunny California. It's going to stop.
My actions speak in the WWE ring. I perform at the highest caliber. I am an elite level talent in the WWE for the past 12 years, and Baron Corbin will see exactly why.
But does it change your mentality at all?
Change my mentality? Absolutely. Anytime another man talks about your pregnant wife and your unborn child, it brings on a whole new focus. I have never been so focused in my entire career. And I will unleash everything that I have on Baron Corbin.
Totally understandable. Well, I do want to let you know that we did invite AW Universe earlier to send some questions to ask.
Fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling.
Yeah, Californians love us bad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to say.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests and the racket are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
There'll just be another dead body, Porter. Get used to seeing them. They're the gig when you're working homicide, fellas.
That I am in, no matter who I'm going up against, will be categorized as the main event. So the main event of Survivor Series isn't going to be Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. It
Detectives,
will be the Miz
Phelps and
Intercontinental
Galloway,
Champion
homicide.
versus Baron Corbin, the United
Scene is
States
secure.
Champion.
The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Doesn't it seem like in another lifetime they could have liked each other? I don't know. They're cut from pretty. They're similar, but I couldn't see them ever like hanging at the same like lunch table cafeteria. They're both just very difficult.
Another day.
Watching them go back and forth. Now, listen, I'll tell you one thing. I mentioned I've seen from Miz. Having someone talk about your wife who's pregnant, I mean, Sean, emotionally, I'm sure that could really feed into someone when you get ready for a match. Yeah, well, look at it.
I doubt it.
I was showing ones that love the attitudes of both of them. You know what I mean? I dig it. You need to be like that when you're young. And I dig it a bunch. That's the thing. I give the edge to Miz because when you go down the Mrs. Avenue,
Circumstantial.
First of all, the Jiminy cricket, you just don't know what you do to a man when that happens. They were making it personal, but also you guys have got
Seen it all. Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same. No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Detective, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
So what next?
I'd say call it in. R&I might have something to get us started.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks. Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand? Turn right now. So wait for the next turning and go right. Attaboy, up there you go right now. Through this intersection. Stay on this road.
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white bucks.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake. Help me out.
We have a lead. Let's find out what the husband has to say for himself.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Now, if you think we ought to, I guess we ought.
Time to look at
trying to capitalize. That's all Maury scurrying. Great scrambling. Oh, that was vicious. Well, there was an exposed part of the turnbuckle, though, Nigel. And Kalisto went into a face first to Enzo. I got over that one, Vic. The cover by Enzo. And Enzo Amore retains his title. Here is your winner, and still the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Enzo Amore. Say what you want about Enzo Amore. There's only one word to describe.
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait. What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
There are 3 kinds of people. Those who can count, and those who can't.
What do you think?
We have a lead. Let's find out what the husband has to say for himself.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic type show a particular disposition to this stuff.
Hello? Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think that...
Procedure. You see to your girl.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bumps think filling out a missing person report after all
Incidental. I wonder why the picture was turned down. Need to check if she was a regular. No good to me. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help. If you'd excuse me, ladies. So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night. Looks like a
and match with the ligature marks.
Just mentioned Shane versus Kurt. I'm going to go back a little bit, but you guys remember this. King of the Ring 2001. Shane McMahon versus Kurt Angle. One of the most brutal street fights in WWE history. You guys know, you're legends. You don't forget these things. There's a history between these two guys captaining these ships tonight.
Advice?
Speak to the husband, Phelps.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
I say we got the bad guy right here.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. There can't be anyone who knew her.
So you don't know anyone who would want her dead?
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
I also leaned towards the personal. I was, leaning towards Shane for the longest time, but then now your guy's in it. And of course, yeah, not just to see the wild card there, but what about the wild card on the Shane team with John Cena? No, I know, but I'm not saying mine's a thoughtful, well-educated. And again, it's 100% emotional, but I'm good with that. And they're wrong. Yeah, you know what I mean?
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
One day at this Survivor Series lineup and be like, I cannot believe all these guys got together in the same room.
Let's talk about the opportunity for Bobby Roode tonight as well. This is a huge, huge platform for him to really showcase his abilities to everybody tonight. You think he can be a contributing factor?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's been building. But to your point, Renee, this is the biggest shine that Bobby Roode has had him since he's been a part of SmackDown Live.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. Card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Baron's Bar. We should check her place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
It is a disgrace.
That ain't no motherfucking stone.
Gents?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
She wants a 5-star. Goddamn.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, 2 creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird. You can't let the son of a bitch get away. Go, Phelps, get after him. Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Show me your hands. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Get the fuck up off my motherfucking string with that motherfucking stone love shit, nigga. Must be one of them soft ass niggas.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor Boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
What happened to the woman?
Your guess is as good as mine.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice, private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
I'm at a loss.
Call in that cab, put out an APB. We'll have the whole force on this case.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on the yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks, man.
I don't give a fuck if it's lame. I'm gonna play it, motherfucker. You the lame motherfuckers, your goof ass still watching it. Come on, get your fat ass in, nigga.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3.
Leave his ass standing right here. Watch.
The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Nah, fuck you, True, because I knew it was your motherfucking ass.
Sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
What?
Fuck that lame ass game, nigga. You don't tell me no fuck me. What's that game there? What's that all about?
Motherfucker, solving cases and shit over here.
Oh.
Motherfucking
Man, that shit over, man. Let's go hoop, man.
Alright, when I do this, motherfucker.
That nigga pissed me off so bad last night, bro. I couldn't do nothing but get out the game, man.
I know.
In the real, man. I couldn't do nothing but get out the game, man. That bitch whine too much for me, man.
Man, he does.
My son 10 that don't whine as much as he do. My son don't even whine, man, let alone whine like this dude do, man.
Man. Hey, cause I'm like, man, I'm finna get out too. And that's when they picked up King.
Oh, King came on?
Yeah,
he won some games, did.
Oh yeah, we won a couple of. That motherfucker, when he got his sharpshooter, he couldn't hit shit. said, that's
I
what the
don't
fuck
know,
he
man. That
wanted.
motherfucking pure stress that Pumpkin got don't do shit either, though. For real, man.
His big man want no shit.
That's cause he don't use them.
Nope.
He want to shoot. You know what I'm saying? You can't get great at your motherfucking player if you don't play with him.
Right.
You gotta build a motherfucker up for him to do the shit he's supposed to do. Carry your ass to career.
Hell yeah.
Yo, you give me a beer out the refrigerator, G. You know the devil when you make your drink, bro? She can have one. She said, how you look? I thought my son wanted to come home with me. He wanted to hang out with fucking you and shit. Nigga said, I don't know to stay here.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. The film you picked up from Baron's bar last night. What was the woman wearing? Green dress.
Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was
Damn.
sailing. He was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did
We're gonna watch whatchamacallit Tuesday night, G.
The crystal ball.
Cause you off you out of school Wednesday and Thursday, right?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Justice League.
Save me.